Good afternoon, guys. It's Dwight again with Poor Boy Artworks. I am setting up my canvas here, which is a 24 by 24. I am going to do another dump and swirl with several different colors. And some of these colors were inspired by TV show The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I was watching that the other night, and the two colors of citron green and pink were prominent in one of the scenes. And I said, I'm going to go for that. So I'm going to add some color today. So let me just sort of show you what I've got going. I have Artist Loft just black. That's going to be my swirl paint. My first paint on the canvas is going to be Deco Art Extreme Sheen 24 karat gold. I'm just going to use a little bit of that. And then I have Deco Art Metallics white pearl, and I added a little bit of Artist Loft acrylic flow white to that. Then on top of that, I have some leftover blue, which is a combination of Deco Art Extreme Sheen Sapphire, a little bit of Deco Art Americana Calypso blue, and I think I also added some white pearl. I think I'm going to add a little bit of white on top of that, and then we're going to go with pink tourmaline. I like that color of pink. It's nice and rich, and that is Extreme Sheen Deco Art. And then I'm going to top that off with sort of the citron green, and it is a combination of Deco Art Citron Green and Extreme Sheen Peridot, and I added a little bit of the white pearl to lighten that up just a tad. So guys, I'm sort of pouring light to dark, and I'm dedicating this, if it goes well, to Ruth Colson. If you're watching, howdy howdy, and thanks for your support. And let's get going. So when I mix my paints, I just want to reiterate, I make it really thin. I don't know if you can see. It just barely comes off the stick. Hopefully you can see that. It doesn't really mound, but it doesn't sink. So I'm just going to start, because usually the 24 karat gold takes over. So I don't want a whole lot. I can use the rest for another pour. I use the white sometimes to help highlight the colors. I think I've done some of these without white in between layers, and it seems like it's really dark. I'm trying to avoid having a lot of dark. I want to try to go for some bright. I don't know if you hear that meowing in the background. It's my cat. He wants to come in. There's one room in the house where they have not been allowed to come in. So I'm going to add some more of the white. And then the pink tourmaline. Ooh, there's a lot of pink. The last paintings I used with pink, it was a larger canvas, and it really, that and the gold really took over. Let's see, and then the citron green on top of that. So to be honest with you, I'm nervous. We'll see how this goes. I think all the paints have some form of metallics in there, so there's a sheen to all of them. Let me just sort of move this around a little bit. Okay, a little bit. Now I don't want to just splash this on. I just want to gently lay it down. Let's see some bubbles. Let me just pop some of the bubbles in here. Let's see what we got. Just going to add some to the outsides. To cover my edge, let's see what we got. Last but not least, just try to stretch it down to this bottom corner. There we go. Just enough. Okay, so bring it back. So I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to slowly stretch some of these cells out. I'm going to give it a second. And you're going to see me do something I don't often do. But I'm thinking about going back in and adding more color. But what I need to do is to mix up some black. So as I'm waiting, we'll see what comes up. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing Artist Loft Black with some Liquitex pouring medium in the cup that I used previously. I'm going to add some water. The reason why I'm going to pour over this again is I'm not quite sure if I like what's going on over there yet. So if you're like me watching people do their pours, sometimes you start to freak out when they start to change things. Let's just see. I'm going to keep sort of messing with things, see if I can create some more cells. I like the combination. That was quite interesting with the green and the blue and the purple. But it looks sort of messy. So this is what I do when I get, I'm not sure what I'm doing, so bear with me. What I like is the fact that the color has come through, which you can see, because I think I used some of the white. So thankfully I have some leftover color, and I'm going to pour once again, and we're gonna go from there. Whoosh, okay. Of course, as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, oh, this turned out pretty interesting. I want more coverage, I guess, is the reason why I'm thinking about doing this. See if I can get any. No, I'm not sure if I'm going to pour over this. Let's just see what we get. No. Oh my gosh, what to do, what to do. I'm going to go for it. I apologize in advance. Actually, I'm not going to use white. Okay, forgive me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so okay, I'm liking this a little bit better because I know it's probably pretty much going to fill up. And I like the colors a little bit better too. I'm not sure if I like this corner down here. just gonna leave that alone. Let me just turn this back. That was more what I was going for. Believe it or not. A lot of color. Second pours always make me anxious. Just popping some bubbles and letting some of the crazy colors come to the surface. Now, one thing I know is going to happen is it's going to fill up, and I'm hoping that down here I have some black negative space. That's my goal. So to sort of ensure that a little bit, I'm just going to add a little bit of black paint right in the middle. Let me see. I'm going to stretch some of these out a little bit. Hey guys, okay, going in for a close-up. It's like a black hole. It was really filling in fast. So here is a close-up. I told you that extreme sheen gold really took over. I have the blue mixed in there, which I think is nice as well. Pink isn't too bad. I think it's kind of cool. Let me walk around to the other side here. Pardon the light from the ceiling. So this side was interesting. You can see sort of the cell structure. Sorry for the glare. The gold is quite strong, but I kind of like it. Again, it's sort of grainy because it's metallic. Interesting little corner down here. Have another one over on the other side. I wanted a little bit more negative space, but I think this has a lot of interest actually. It's kind of an interesting photo, interesting painting. So anyway, I hope you like it. If you have any questions about it, feel free to leave me a comment if you're watching this on YouTube. I did pour a little bit of black in the middle to keep it from closing up completely. So it kind of has an interesting vibe to it. Anyway, hope you like it. Thank you.